What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Southern Guy here. I'm here for the Raw review for your Monday night. Raw that happened tonight, live from Anaheim, California. Raw was live from Anaheim, California tonight. We kicked off the show with who did we kick off the show with? Oh yeah, Big Cass and Enzo Amore taking on Chris. They both cut promos. Enzo Amore, Big Cass cut promos, and then out comes Chris Jericho, Mr. Y2J, with his scarf. Chris Jericho comes to the ring and comes to the rantway. It says he's got a partner, now has a partner that's got his back. Out comes Kevin Owens. Boo! Here comes Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens comes to the ring, and Chris Jericho come to the ring together. They're tag team partners, watching each other's backs. They Chris Jericho challenged Enzo Amore to a match. The match ends in disqualification with Enzo Amore Enzo Amore getting defeated by not Enzo Amore, I should say. Well, Chris Jericho winning the match over Enzo Amore by disqualification. So Jericho won this match by DQ over Enzo Amore. Next we see, let's see, what else we got that happened tonight. We're seeing little jokes between them, talking about Jericho's scarf, blah, blah, blah. We're seeing Jericho won by disqualification over Enzo Amore. And then after the match, Big Cass challenged Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho to a match to take on him and Enzo at SummerSlam, and that's now confirmed. We will see Big Cass and Enzo Amore taking on Y2J, Chris Jericho, and his partner Kevin Owens at SummerSlam in Enzo Amore's and Big Cass's backyard in New York, in Brooklyn. So there will be a match between Kevin Owens and Y2J teaming up together to take on the team of Enzo and Big Cass. Mick Foley is backstage on the phone with Stephanie McMahon. He also uses a new tablet that she gave him. He invited Daniel Bryan to Monday Night Raw. And so did they settle Lesnar with Bryan. Lesnar and Bryan to the show to settle stuff going on with Lesnar and Orton. WWE Women's Champion Sasha Banks walks in and wants the SummerSlam match to be changed to a handicap match so she could keep her eye on Dana Brooke. Foley will ban Dana Brooke from ringside if she can beat Dana Brooke in her match. So Mick Foley booked Dana Brooke and Sasha Banks 101. If Sasha Banks defeated Dana Brooke tonight, that Dana Brooke will be banned from ringside. Still to come, Rusev and Lana's look back. Rusev and Lana's wedding. We go to Braun Strowman versus Joel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that right. Joel Nelson. We go back for commercial. Braun Strowman, as announced by JoJo, goes to introductions. Braun Saxon interview with Joel Nelson. Braun Strowman's opponent for tonight, speechless when he is asked who he convinced him to take this match. Nelson makes his way out to the ring. The bell rings. Braun Strowman floors the local competitor as his hand is knocking him off the apron. Braun Strowman brings him back in the ring. Over and over again. Braun Strowman nails the reverse chokeslam for a quick win. Braun Strowman defeated local competitor Joel Nelson. After the match, Braun Strowman yells about how everyone will fall as we go to replay of Braun Strowman makes his exit. Foley is backstage Foley is backstage on the tablet when Sean P. Daddy Combs comes in, Puffy Combs comes in, walks in, gives Foley props for the new GM job, and says tonight he has been great, as WWE always treats him like family. Combs invites Foley front row tickets for the upcoming Bad Boys reunion tour show in Cleveland. WWE Tag Team Champions Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods walk in to greet Combs. They have some Booty-O cereal for him, congratulate him on being the creator of being the commentator of the W2K17 soundtrack. Combs hypes the soundtrack and eats some Booty-O's. Combs is asked how Big E nuts are doing. Woods says Big E is actually doing pretty bad. He was doing wrong by Luke Gallows at Carl Edison. They thought Gallows and Edison, they leave with Combs to call Big E with well wishes. Next we see Titus O'Neil versus Darren Young. Darren Young wins with Darren Young catches Titus with a crossbody from the corner. Young slides Titus O'Neil a running power slam, rolls him Titus up, holds the tights for the win. Darren Young defeats Titus O'Neil. After the match, Backlund lifts Young up on the ramp as Titus looks on, and Titus isn't happy as we go to replays. Still to come, Seth Rollins addresses Finn Balor. Back from Raw break, cut a promo for the Cruiserweight division. The Cruiserweight division is coming to Raw soon. We go to the ring. Out comes Seth Rollins to a pop. Rollins addresses the SummerSlam opponent Finn Balor. Rollins goes on to praise himself, as everyone in the entire world already knows how good he is. He talks about Finn Balor and get to know him more. Rollins goes on to say about disrespect, Balor's ignorance, intolerance, ignorance. Rollins tosses the mic after declaring that he will beat Balor to become the first WWE Universal Champion at SummerSlam. Cole says he will take depth and look at Balor later on tonight. We get a look at Lesnar and Orton. Next we see Sheamus versus Cesaro. Winner was Cesaro. After the match, Sheamus was upset as Cesaro goes to the ring to celebrate with fans. We go to Sheamus argues with the ref as Cesaro continues celebrating around ringside. We get a look at Brock Lesnar attacking Randy Orton on SmackDown. Still to come, in-depth look at SummerSlam opponent. Back from break, we look at Randy Orton versus Lesnar. Brock Lesnar will be at Raw Live next week from Corpus Christi, and it's the final Raw before SummerSlam. Still to come, Mick Foley and Daniel Bryan. The Dudley Boys versus Neville and St. Cara. Winner was Neville and St. Cara. After the match, St. Cara helps Neville up as they stand tall. Bubba Ray looks on at Devon as we go to replays. We go to the ring. Out comes WWE United States Champion Rusev to celebrate the love. He stops on the stage and looks at the wedding ring, and the music switches as Lana makes her way out in a wedding dress. They walk to the ring together. We're back from, we see, I don't know how to go to town. So we ring, Lana Rusev wedding ring, and we're not fans. This leads to Roman Reigns making his way out. Rusev reads for a fight, brings out. We're just seeing them go back and forth. Lana turns around with the right hand. Rusev stumbles into Lana. She goes face first into the cake. Lana hates Reigns now. She throws a fist, and Reigns leaves the ring. Reigns' music hits as Rusev throws cake at him. Reigns looks on from the stage as Lana continues her tantrum. Still to come, Dana Brooke versus Sasha Banks with a SummerSlam speculation on the line. Dana Brooks versus Sasha Banks. We go to the ring. Out comes WWE Women's Champion Sasha Banks. Dana Brooke next. The match ends. Match is back and forth until Dana Brooke takes control. She keeps Sasha down. The end comes when Sasha Banks hits a double knees in the corner and gets the pin. Dana Brooke will be banned from ringside at SummerSlam. Winner Sasha Banks defeats Dana Brooke. And Dana Brooke now will be banned from ringside at SummerSlam when Sasha Banks defends the Women's Championship against Charlotte. We get another video promo, recorded video of Dr. Gallows and Dr. Carl Anderson, who cut a funny promo on Big E. Something ring Raw as they go to eat they have big balls in the jar. They say they're going to collect another one sample tonight. So we go to commercial. Kofi Kingston versus Luke Gallows. Winner Luke Gallows. After the match, Gallows and Anderson stand tall. They drag Kofi over to the ring post, but Woods makes the save with a steel chair as they run. WWE United States Championship title match. Rusev versus Cesaro. Winner, Rusev wins. After the match, Rusev stands tall as we go to replays. Back and forth, the referee checking on Cesaro. As Rusev raises the United States Championship title at ringside, he turns around to Roman Reigns running down the ramp with a big spear to Rusev. Reigns looks down at Rusev and heads back up the ramp as his music hits. Reigns stands tall as Cole sends us back up at us backstage to Steve Austin, the WWE Champion Dean Ambrose, preparing for their interview. Raw goes off the air with Rusev laid out at ringside and Reigns stands tall on the stage. There you have it, Monday Night Raw tonight. And also we saw Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine on Raw with R-Truth and Goldust segment. I heard from word going around that the Scooby-Doo, who was in the Scooby-Doo costume on Raw, I'm hearing that